And Ed, we are waiting for more information out of California today after the sudden and seemingly tragic death of the Academy Award-winning actor and beloved comedian Robin Williams. A news conference is scheduled for later today in Marin County. Williams, of course, was found unconscious and not breathing at his home yesterday morning. The talented actor had recently checked himself into rehab beginning in July as a, quote, precautionary measure. That according to Williams' rep. He said he'd been battling severe depression. Now, despite his struggles, Williams always knew how to entertain a crowd. Of course, he was also a good friend of the U.S. military and performed often for troops overseas at USO events. During one performance, Williams' act was interrupted by an Army retreat ceremony, which signals the end of the day at Army installations around the globe.
So the flag's coming down. Okay, good, because that's pretty weird in the middle of your act to have everyone just go. That's just like, wow! It's like in the middle of sex to go, bye-bye.
As Ed mentioned, we're all still laughing today, even after his death. Williams was quick-witted, as you saw there, and knew how to get that laugh. Also on display there, his ability to react and improvise, as he did to that Army retreat ceremony. Meantime, the U.S. continues to conduct its airstrikes in an attempt to push back against Islamic militants in northern Iraq. The UK has also stepped up its support for the people displaced by ISIS. They're dropping food and water, thousands of pounds of both, starting yesterday evening to help out those folks in northern Iraq. President Obama spoke yesterday saying that the U.S. military support in Iraq is not the final solution.
The only lasting solution is for Iraqis to come together and form an inclusive government.
Well, President Obama and Secretary of State John Kerry have both said the U.S. is ready to stand behind an inclusive Iraqi government. Now, more than 50 people have been arrested in the aftermath of the death of Michael Brown. Mayhem and vandalism broke out in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri, after a Saturday shooting involving a police officer and the unarmed 18-year-old. Another protest is planned for this afternoon. Police are also expected to identify the officer who shot and killed Brown. That is your Newsmax update. We'll keep you updated on those stories as well as many others with more news in 30 minutes. Now back to Midpoint.